Can we still see the Stumpy from the window, through the window?
Stumpy is,
Like, how far did he get having to jump through the window and all?
he got quite far, considering. He managed to get quite far. And Stumpy, you see him very faintly in the distance, but the light is starting to... he's almost out of reach of the light from the end.
Is he, like, is initiative still running?
You still have Laffy on the floor.
Right, I'll wait until my turn then.
Yeah, how many turns has it been?
I think Ras may actually be done now.
Yeah, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give it to you. Ras finally manages to put on his armor. You go out, you kind of stumble down the stairs, and you're standing behind Laniel now. I'll give you that. Okay. Mega, is that the end of your turn? You watch Stumpy leave and you kind of manage to quell the gossiping outside?
Oh, he could care less about Stumpy and the gossiping. He's trying to figure out what's going on. Just looking, observing, maybe why this bell is ringing, what's going on. Is the city under attack? Is there a dragon in the sky? Is, there water coming up from the ground?
In the sky. The city doesn't seem to be under attack from the outside. If anything, you, from out of the corner of your eye, if you look to the right, you are able to see sort of this growing mob trying to fight off the guards who are trying their best to sort of stop them without using lethal force. And they all wear that same dark arm banner on their sleeves. You can't make out what it says, but you see the glimmer of it.
Who's wearing it? The guards or the citizens?
Yeah, citizens.
Did any of these guys have it?
The ones around you, no.
The ones in the tavern?
The ones in the tavern. Yes, they had it.
If he can, he'll go back in, but I assume that's the end of his actions, so he will wait. I'll just
you can take
outside.
a 5 foot. Okay,
I'll say he waits outside.
Alright. Stumpy does not have his arm. Stumpy's arm is on the wood floor in the tavern. Okay. Laniel, it's your turn.
So, Laffy is tongue bitten? Or what's going on with him?
Laffy
surrendered?
Laffy is laughing.
He surrendered? What? Or
no,
something?
tongue bitten.
Laffy,
Tongue bitten.
tongue surrendered.
Laffy is in hysterics. Stumpy ran away. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
Laniel will make a sour face at using a cast of mage armor for when he was ever in danger. And then he will stow his wand away. And there's really nothing else he can do.
I mean, there is a surrendered guy you could question, as Aegon indicated by his sign pointing.
Sorry. I could roll intimidate.
You could.
But I feel like Laniel would just assume that there was no ulterior motive in this, and it was just that couple of drunk idiots thought they'd eliminate cause of their frustration.
Yeah. Laniel doesn't see hasn't seen the outside yet. So all you hear is the bell, and you see 4 idiots, and they all seem to be wearing an armband, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't draw any attention to you. All you know is that Aegon told you to interrogate him, or to take care of him.
So if I didn't
notice it wasn't
him, go ahead.
I was gonna say, notice it wasn't Aegon asked you to interrogate him. So you see the difference?
Yeah,
it's a joke.
No, I was trying to figure out.
GM says Aegon told you to interrogate him.
Aegon, when Aegon does a hit, when he looks at you, that's a command.
And I must obey the command of the sweaty, rippling, muscled dwarf monk. If I wanted to interrogate him, that would be intimidate, right?
You can intimidate. You can the other one with the P.
He will roll intimidate with a +7.
Okay.
Wait. Tongue bitten. So, what Laniel? I really this is out of character. I really like the whole. This is it's almost a shonen thing. I really like the whole like arcane power rolling off of him that you described earlier. So, the air once more smells of ozone as he steps forward, putting a foot on Tongue-Bitten's chest. Is he lying down? I assume he is.
He is on his knees. He's kind of like prostrated.
Oh well, he sort of kicks him backwards.
Okay.
With
Like
a
wearing
foot
a kilt.
Yeah.
Right, so you're flashing.
He flashes
right, that's,
his
that's the
underwear.
intimidation.
Yeah. Nah. He's wearing something under the kilt, even though it's not proper. And he sort of like putting his foot down on his chest, and then he very very casually, but the whole like the room seems a little bit darker, a little bit colder, smells like electricity. Points at the armband and says, "So what's that all about? What's going on out there?" And it's intimidation being the fact that he seems very calm about it, but there's so much like from the perspective of a terrified, I just watched all my friends die or run away. Man, it looks like power's rolling off.
Right,
of him.
yeah. And so the guy kind of blurbles and stumbles over his words, and he kind of like is stuttering and shaking and sort of fumbling. Okay, Bardo, it is your turn. I'm assuming, unless you all want to cohesively end combat, you all decide that it's time to wind down. If not, then Bardo, it is Bardo's turn.
Can I say what? I don't know.
Are we ending
Nixxi.
combat, or is Brado the Brad gonna take a turn?
I think it's up to Nixxi.
Oh yeah, I'm asking.
We can end if Jules wants to do the jumping.
So you're okay with skipping your turn, basically, kind of like just casually walking up to the group at this point, kind of not really doing any combat.
Or take a shot with your sling.
I'm sorry. Someone came in. What's the question?
No problem.
You could take a shot with your sling at the runner.
Can she? Like, I thought he like faded into the darkness. Or whatever.
Yeah, like
He was fading, but he hasn't had another turn since, so he's still exactly where he was the last time we were talking.
If she is able to get a shot off, she will attempt it
On Stumpy?
on Stumpy. But if not, then no, she can't. I assumed that she couldn't see him. So.
You can shoot off something into the night and hope.
Then it like hits like a mob, and it's like, well,
hits one of those
Look,
indestructible,
we just
invincible.
proved these things can't hit us. If we just take on a mob, that's free XP.
I can only make so many people laugh like for hours. Okay. Oh, what the hell? She'll fling something into the night.
Okay, roll attack.
What in the actual fuck?
Boom.
Critical.
Rip.
That's a
Rip.
crit.
Roll to
Roll
confirm.
again.
Okay. Same, right?
Yeah, you just need to beat his AC this time, though. Boom.
Yeah, it's a critical.
Right, so the
Nice.
kill stealing strikes again.
Return
Roll
of
for
the kill stealer.
damage.
1.
Yeah, I don't do much damage though.
Yeah, but you do
What's the damage? I forget.
Stumpy is bleeding out. You don't need to do much damage.
Hit his wound. It explodes.
whatever you normally get, you get double the weapon
Oh,
dice.
hang on, I forgot. Okay, it's fine.
2d4.
What's
What
your
is
bonus?
your bonus?
What is my bonus?
Should
What's
be
your dex bonus?
Strength.
It's ranged. Boom, 6 damage.
Let me check for you. I've got you back. You kill my people off.
Kill them all off. Laughy's next.
Oh, Laffy didn't do anything.
Look, it was pure pressure, okay? Pure pressure.
Laffy didn't do anything. Jules is just shouting at you, kill the guy! Kill Stumpy! And you're like, okay! And you swing
Actually calling him
your
Stumpy.
sling, and you're kind of like...
He's disarmed. He's an easy target.
Fuck. Okay, I'll just take it as +2. Doesn't matter.
And
'cause
he'd
you'll
already
hit.
taken 9 damage.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, you swing your sling and you sort of chuck the rock into the cool night air, and it sort of arcs beautifully as it lands on the fading figure of as it hits the fading figure of the man trailing blood out into the streets, and you see it sort of you very vaguely see it sort of hit the back of his head, and hear a very soft kind of squish and crack as he suddenly falls to the ground, and then you hear the people around him, the commoners, sort of yell and shriek in terror as they kind of tentatively either they run away from the scene or they tentatively kind of close in on the limp form. Okay,
Well.
Kira's Wicked is your turn.
All that's left is Laffy, right?
Laffy and gave uppy.
Who is currently looking at
surrendering.
my kilt.
Um.
Oh, no, different guy.
Well, since it's midnight, I'm not gonna kill him. Lyanna takes out one of the 2 bottles she had from last night, the one that she was drinking out of.
Okay.
I'm not maiming him
I'm assuming
either.
the bottles are all cleared off by the barmaids.
No, the ones that I had, the ones they gave
Oh,
me.
okay. You're carrying. All right.
Yeah. I walk up to him and then just for non-lethal damage to knock him out.
Laffy. Okay.
Yeah,
roll.
to knock out Laffy.
Roll.
Okay.
Rip.
Well, 7, and he's laughing his ass off right now. I can't believe I fucking miss.
I'm.
He's rolling around too hard.
I guess he's rolling around too hard. Wait.
You slip in the blood. You trip over the arm that's lying there.
I can't believe I fucking miss.
Who disarmed Stumpy?
Me?
Yeah, no, you stole his kill. Her kill.
All I want to do is smack him up, smash the bottle on him, knock him out. That's all I was gonna do. And just throw him outside.
So you kind of swing.
Lana just looks at the bottle, realizes there's still something there, and just decides not to do it.
Yeah, she just chucks it.
Oh, if it's a 1, attacks auto fail.
Yeah, it
But
auto
you can't hit on a 1.
You kind of just swing, and then you realize the sloshing of the alcohol reminds you that there's still liquid in there. And yeah, she yells, "You're not worth this!" And you down the liquor. Okay, Kira, it's your turn.
There's only Surrendery and Laffy left, right?
Yes.
Gonna wipe my sword off, sheath it, and shift my clothes back to my normal ones.
Okay, you do that.
I think that counts as a move action. I've forgotten the mechanics of how those actually work.
Well, yeah, it's a move. It should be a move action.
If anyone tries an intimidation bonus, I'll use Aid Another.
Okay, so that's all you're gonna do. Laffy's gonna try and stop laughing. Laffy fails. Laffy's just laughing even harder.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's hacking because he can't breathe, man. He's laughing too hard.
You're gonna kill him,
going-
Suzuko.
And then you
Turn
sort
it
of
off.
hear his laughs kind of slowly getting even more lightheaded.
Wouldn't he just knock out first?
I would say that's the end of the combat. What would you like to do now?
Oh, so Laniel
As
still
the bartender
has his...
kind of tentatively approaches all of you and says, and he kind of just sighs and kind of looks around at the blood and he shakes his head. And he kind of mutters under his breath, "I'll go get him all."
Laniel still has his foot on Tongue Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Has he responded yet? Besides the blubbering?
Now he'll respond, now that everything's over. The six seconds have passed, if you will. And so he kind of... what was your question again? You were asking about the armband?
I pointed at the armband, and it was 2 things. It was, so what's that all about? What's going on out there?
He blubbers to you. The king is dead! Rebellion! Assassin!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh god, we can.
Laniel goes quite still and blurts out, well, not blurts out, it's not quite so desperate, but asks before he can stop himself, did someone let the assassin in?
And the guy kind of nods his head very furiously.
And then
Guards!
yeah, I was gonna say Laniel very, very tersely asks if it was a guard.
He kind of nods. So he nods. Guard! And yeah, he kind of staggers on.
Laniel-
Throw dog all over again.
Laniel pushes on his ribs a bit harder before stepping off.
So wait, you what? You walk off?
Laniel is like stepping off of him,
Okay.
But he pushed quite firmly to
Yeah,
do so.
so you as you walk off.
Can Lyanna just pick up Lappy and throw him out the door?
Yeah. Why not?
What?
Roll strength.
Through the
In front of a
window.
carriage.
Roll strength. See
Why
if
would
can,
you throw him
lift
out the
him
door?
while
He's gonna
laughing
run off.
furiously.
He's
Wow.
laughing! He is laughing. He's
As
about
soon
to
as he
fall unconscious.
stops, you're going to put him in a situation where he has the chance to escape.
Yeah.
I mean,
can
I can understand your
focus
frustration
on
about
two?
not hitting him with the bottle, but I mean that seems
Can I
like a
just
kind of
kick him
shitty
then?
decision.
Can I just kick him repeatedly, please?
Now that you're out of combat,
Liana's
yeah.
a nasty drunk.
Okay, yeah, you just kick him, and he kind of chokes out. Please no. As you sort of manage to kick out last of his breath, and he kind of heaves and weaves, but you can't really get any fresh oxygen in him, and then he promptly sort of slumps and passes out.
Lyanna
Sorry,
just
yes.
kneels down and just says, "And this is what you get for making poor life decisions."
I'm sending you something real quick.
Yeah. Type boy.
Lyanna just looks at Suzuko and just like, I didn't kill him, I didn't maim him, and I missed. And I'm drunk. And apparently people are outside mobbing.
Okay.
And besides, the guy's still alive.
Okay, the guy who Laniel kind of just stepped off of slowly tries to get himself back up onto his arms. As he looks at you guys and kind of tries to shuffle back.
Oh, damn. I was gonna say Laniel. Laniel has a sudden. What do I need to roll intimidate again if I wanted to ask him another question, or could I piggyback off the original one?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can ask him another question.
Laniel whirls around suddenly, angry, stomping back over to him, leaning down and maybe fisting a hand in his collar and spitting out, "Were you involved with the assassins?" Was that a no?
No.
Okay. Laniel sighs, looking relieved, and sort of shoves the man back.
And he sort of falls back and kind of coughs as he lands flat on the ground. And he's breathing rather heavily.
Jules just gives Liana a look and walks over and kicks him in the head.
Is that gonna wake him up?
We'll just wake him up. We're not going to wait around for the drunken asshole.
I was going to say, yeah, let's just sit here and wait while there's an angry mob outside storming the fucking castle.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, look.
That sounds like a
Lyanna's
smart
not
idea.
thinking properly outside of combat, okay? She's fine when fighting, but right now she's like, she's frustrated that she fucking missed.
Liana only has autopilot for combat while drunk.
So are you going to kick
Yeah, I'm going to
knocked
kick him
out's
in the
head?
ribs or the head or one of the two.
You're going to
Whichever I
kick
think-
the dude who's knocked out.
Yeah, I'm going to kick him in the gut.
Wake him up.
Oh, okay, you kick him in the gut, and he goes and does it. Then he
Get the fuck up.
slowly comes to as he breathes in more fresh air. And he's very blurry, but he takes a while, maybe a minute or so before he comes to more consciousness. He slurs over.
I want to draw a sword and point it at his chest.
Okay, you draw a sword and you point it at his chest, and kind of his breath kind of hitches as he blinks and tries to clear the fog from his head. So, what do you want from me? Oh, he kind of looks around and he sees one of his other friends kind of at the mercy of Lamia, and he said, "Please don't kill me, please."
Lani, I wanted to ask a question.
Well, I had a question for Tungy, but I can actually ask a question to the same guy, but...
Yeah, go on, question. Like, Jules was just getting him up for questioning. She doesn't plan on actually doing the questioning.
Oh, well, his only question was, have you done anything to Veyron, the Sorcerer? The one who accompanied us back.
He hurriedly shakes his head. We don't know. We're just commoners. We're just normal folks. You have to check the castle, the barracks, or the castle, or something. We were just here to get rid of you.
Lania looks a little bit annoyed with the answer, but steps back. Unless he's expected to do the questioning.
Picks up an arm. Oh my god! Okay, Laxmi sort of shrieks as he fumbles with the arm and throws it off of him. His shirt kind of soaked through with the blood of his former friend as he manages to kind of sit up a little bit and kind of shield himself against you with his limbs. Kind of curls up, and he says, "Well, why what?"
The whole thing. Why do you want to get rid of us? Why are you overthrowing the king? What the fuck
He
is
spits
going
out,
on?
"Foreigners! Our lineage was desecrated by you."
Ah, racists.
Yeah.
Wow. Took you
I
long
wiggle the
enough.
sword in his face if he tries to reply to that.
He kind of gulps and he keeps his head down.
And why the whole king attack assassination? Why
Sorry,
that?
could you repeat? Why an
Why are you
assassination?
assassinating the king? Or whatever is going on down there?
And he sort of kind of spits out. The king supports this. We need a new leader. He will lead us. They
Lead us
will
to
lead
where?
us. Sorry.
Lead us where? Or rather, lead you guys where?
And he sort of looks up at you and kind of sort of curls up himself up a little more as he tries to puff himself up. He says, "Lead us away from you. We plan on."
I want to slap him in the cheek with the sword. What's your new leader's name?
Once you, sorry?
I want to slap him in the face with the sword, like the flat of the blade, and say, "What's
Oh.
the name of your leader?"
Okay.
Now.
He slaps, and he kind of it kind of leaves a small little gash as the edge kind of the serrated edge kind of slices a little bit, but otherwise he's just a little dazed as you conk him, and he spits. "I don't know. We're just."
Useless. You're not even firepower. Jules laughs and steps away from him.
Wait. Lana says, "Wait, you guys planned a rebellion and didn't even have a person in mind to succeed the king.
To feed the king.
Succeed the king.
And he says,
Someone to replace him."
he
Any
just
plan at all beyond get drunk and attack people far better armed than you?
And he kind of yells back. He's like, "He didn't need a name. He told us what we wanted. We know who's going to succeed, but it's not
Laniel,
him."
can you check for mind control magic? Because I know commoners are stupid, but this is a whole new level.
Is there? I mean, detect magic.
That's why
might-
Jules doesn't know. That's why she's asking the mage.
Would detect magic do that?
He sort of jumps when Miraz kind of stabs his sword into the wood, and the bartender comes out with his mop and his bucket and he yells at you, "Hey!"
That's my floor. Would Laniel know if detect magic would see if he was being mind
Detect
controlled?
magic can sense mind control. Sort of any magical influence you would be able to
Okay.
detect.
Then he casts detect magic, and do I need to roll for that?
I will assume you just stand there until you are all clear. So I'll assume you take 10.
40 minutes later.
And and you sense no magic.
He leans to Jewel and says, "No magic. He's just an idiot."
Jules sighs.
Alright, Miraz leaves the sword stuck in the wood for a moment and leans a bit closer. Alright, you little prick that I'm not going even to ask for your name, because I don't want to bother with you people. Just listen. Please have at least half a brain if you're trying to fight for a revolution.
He sort of he kind of clench. You see his jaw work to clench the teeth together, but he otherwise can't bring himself to meet you in the eye.
Alright, so basically the situation is that we have a mob of probably idiots with a few intelligent people who assassinated the king somehow.
As this is ongoing, the outside seems to get even rowdier.